Hello, I'm Brian Green with LMI Corporation, and I'd like to introduce our wireless seal gap system. Currently we have two systems that are available, and I'd like to briefly describe the hardware that's involved with each system before we actually do a demonstration on the vehicle. First of all, we have a hub-based system that's been out for several years. It's based on a single multiplex unit, taking all the gauge readings that are placed on this rail. We have a single battery and a single wireless stream being sent back to a PC. The PC is connected to a wireless receiver and gets readings through the COM port. Like I said, each gauge is connected to a cord retractor, and you can see, you simply pull it out, place the gauge, take a measurement, and once the measurement is taken, you return the gauge to its home position. In contrast, our newest system is again a wireless seal gap system, but we have the wireless portion, antenna, and battery all inside of this little measuring device. It still sends readings back to a PC via a receiver, but the receiver is much smaller and it runs off of the USB port. The batteries in the wireless gauges have a runtime of 8 hours continuous runtime. And then once you're done, and they go back into a 4-bay charging station back at the home base. The gauges themselves for both systems are pretty much the same. The measuring portion from each gauge is made from stainless steel and aluminum. The standard measuring range for our gauges is 10 millimeters of stroke, but we also have the longer stroke gauges that are available with 20 millimeters of measuring range. A 237 door gauge would come in a standard range of 8 millimeters to 18 millimeters, and the deck lid or lift gate comes in a measuring range of 10 millimeters to 20 millimeters. We have a variety of configurations of our gauges. Like I just mentioned, we have a 20 millimeter style, we have a deck lid style, an ultra mini for small gaps, possibly without a flange. And a variety of nominal lengths from 5 millimeters up to 20 plus millimeters. So we can pretty much meet all your expectations and specifications as far as the nominal gaps are concerned. We also, as far as another piece of hardware, we do have an optional verification block that is used for mastering the gauges or verifying the accuracy of the gauges as well to a certified master, and you simply place the gauge in the master block. With that, both systems connect back to our software. You simply have an easy-to-use setup program to create a routine. After you create the routine, you're ready to collect data. A graphic is displayed of your part with leaders to the checkpoint, and a text box with the reading displayed is live reading, with either a red, yellow, or green reading. Green being the part is in spec. A control limit would be a yellow, and red being out of spec. So with that, we'll move to the vehicle and demonstrate how the tools are used. To demonstrate how the product is used, the hub system is simply placed inside the vehicle. You attach the gauges to each of the checkpoints, pulling out the cord retractors. Once complete, you simply flush the door out using our flush magnets, and then sample the readings. Once the readings are sampled, you can reverse the process, retract the gauges to the hub, and remove the hub. The measurement process is the same for the deck lid, except now you're using deck lid seal gauges. Simply place the hub inside the trunk, attach each of the deck lid gauges to the check location, and close the deck lid to the closed position. Now ready to sample the readings. Now to demonstrate how the new wireless seal gap gauges work, simply place the gauges inside the vehicle, take out each wireless gauge, attach it to the checkpoint. Once in location, simply depress the button, and that starts communication back to the PC in order to get the readings. Continue attaching all the gauges at each check location. And once complete, you can shut the door and flush it out with a flush magnet. You then can review the readings on the PC and have immediate feedback on part quality. For the new wireless seal gap system, the process is exactly the same as the doors, except now you're using deck lid seal gauges. Place the gauges in the trunk. Attach each gauge to each check location. Start the readings by pressing the button. Close the deck lid. You can now view live readings on the PC screen and sample your readings.